All right, hey collector. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do a root chakra and a heart check-in and see what's going on with you, boo. All right, let's see what you need to release, how you're feeling, how your heart feeling. Give you any good advice I can give you. We're gonna pull from a couple of cards to really dig in deep, 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 deep. We're gonna do a deep dive. All right. Now, I'm liking that Buddha stayed on the table. It is doing some self-reflection in regards to the past. Let's play. That's my Buddha card. Now, it do look like something coming full circle. Now, it's so crazy that this is the card that was on my mind today when I woke up. And it gives me change of season. Spirit told me to look at this in regards to a change of season. You know, the world card, you know, something coming full circle. It could be a cycle. You know, it's like New Year's. You can even look at it as January. You can look at it as March. Or, you know, just the 4 seasons of the year. Now, I know that all parts of the world doesn't have 4 seasons. But it is giving me that. It's so crazy that I had this on my mind today. Let me see. Spirit is trying to open my mind to additional ways and to read the cards. And believe me, a lot of this is, you know, for my own inner knowing. It's not from traditional interpretations or anything like that right there. You know? You know, sometimes you have to have your own love language with your higher self, spirits, and things of that nature. You know, so that you can get the best message, deliver the best message. If you tarot card readers out there, listen. And we have the King of Wands and the Five coming out together. Now this is the last card, and we know that fives indicate change. Now that is 15 as well. If you look at his one wand, you know, sometimes, you know, I don't know. It's almost like, especially if you play cards as a, you know, in your adolescence. You know, go fish, anything like that. Spades, you know, tunk. You know, I don't know. It's a skill set in regards to that. It gives you a way to interpret cards, to play cards. You know, like you could probably pick up a regular deck of cards and give a tarot card reading. You know, even go fish. Symbolism. Now, in a traditional deck, you know, the reason why I see this as, even though it's one wand here, you know, like the kings, you know, like say for instance, if you play 21 blackjack, they always noticed as a 10. You know? Even in how they say that? Rummy? It's a 10. So is knights. You know, jacks. You know, face cards. That's why they call it, you know, court card. Let me see. Or would these be court cards? I don't know. But anyway, you get my gist. Now let me see. We want to pull from this first. Now we have adjudication. You see, this is something in review. It's the number 3. Now 30, you know, I always get communication, community from that. I sometimes see this as your masculine and feminine. Now it could be something else. But a lot of times I really like to focus on the self. I don't like to involve nobody because you're the common denominator in this situation. Alright? And you can look at this as the most high, your higher self. But it could be something on the external going on. Alright? And it looks like it's coming full circle. We got some thoughts going on here. And again, you can look at this in regards to you having thoughts about this situation, somebody else having thoughts about this situation, or your higher self. You know what I'm saying? But that thought card does represent the number 16, which is a tower. Now, sometimes you got, good towers, bad towers. Could be a lot going on with those thoughts. But it looked like leadership to me. And you see he carrying that torch. Towers represent Mars energy. The world is in a Mars energy. Look at how they tearing up LA, New York. Right here with the world card. Now, hey. Now you can definitely be seeing 55. They got the 5 right here, mature man. Now maybe that got something to do with these feelings that you may have thought was a waste of time. Something going down the drain. And look at that. Sudden wealth is showing up. And 11 is the mind. 7 is completions. Mind, body, and soul. And look at that. Ain't that the same energy? But it look like you're walking away, boo. You're gathering yourself up. This is the Fool card. That's the Fool card. 3 and 7. Going right back to this. And change. And remember, whatever you're chasing is you. It should always be you. Now, let me see. Jumble thoughts. Now you see how that it made me pick that card up. Now it looked like it's coming to an end. I want to say that. And it is over here in the past. Sacred boundaries is showing up. Self-care and assertiveness. Speaking your truth. Standing on your square. Right here with the mature man. And I love the way this look. Even though it's a little cross. Still got the woman around it. The sun, the moon, whatever it represents. Because spiral circle is spirit. Feminine energy. That's it. And look at that right there. Seductive allure. But the lips. Craving, promise, hidden. Instant gratification blinds you to the consequences. And that's that fire. But I want to say that you're maturing to that, And whatever that, the seductive allure can be anything. It's so crazy that this was on my mind too this morning. Because, instant gratification doesn't just stem in regards to people outside of yourself, but any type of addiction. Something that's sweet to the taste, Could be sugar. Could be alcohol. And we have the feather of omens right here. Self-deceit, illusions, and secret. Even the sweetest birds harbor fierce intentions. No, it do look like you're walking away from that. And at the bottom of the deck, it's telling you to heal through the arts. Creative expression. Because you can't give your energy to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we be so caught up in these relationships out here, it blinds us to self. Express your shadows in the art and let the healing unfold. I'm telling y'all. You know? Find balance right here with these two, the masculine and feminine energy. And seek the truth with the number 7. Split open, masculine and feminine energy. Now this, anytime I see 2 show up, it really does give me Gemini energy. You know? We're in Gemini energy. Now, I kept saying, because I'm looking at this 27th. Now, I don't know if something going to happen on the 27th, but I keep telling y'all, I keep saying the number 14. Now, on the 14th, they have this big rally going on. Now, again, I think it's all going back to the 14th Amendment. But it's something in regards to the 27th as well. Keep your eyes open for that. Yeah. Now, here we have dreams coming true, as well as the sacral chakra. And we know that the sacral is, you know, where creativity expression lies as well. Right there with the root. You know? Yeah. But sacred union. Let me see. We're going to tap into a little bit more of this 27. And third eye and love abounds. 16. Ooh, that could be them thoughts. As I was talking about the 16. And look at the master. Right on here. With the number 15. Yeah, keep your heart open. A lot of y'all could be saying 515 or 15 a lot. 555. Change. Change, change, change. Influencer. And look at the soldier. Right here in the world and the jumble thoughts. Now, this is another thing that came to my mind. And I just want y'all to just imagine this, you know, because, you know, the devil advocate is real. And I just want you to just think about the Latino community and the Latino community that's in the army, you know, that's, you know, in any of those realms, when they had to actually go out there and go against their community in that sense. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? That's got to be heavy. That got to be heavy. That got to be heavy, 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 heavy. Woo! And I might be talking to somebody like that with these jumble thoughts. Guardian of the nation, loyalty, honor, integrity, and selfless service. Woo! I don't know. Dang, that 6-6 portal is hot. It's right there. And look at that. That's a portal to the heart. Whew. I don't know, boo. That got to be something really. Woo. That got to be something to carry. The careerist. with the seductive allure. The dreamer of grand schemes, vision, cunning. Oh my God. And look what color it is, y'all. The red and the blue. I almost want to cry. I almost want to cry. Because, oh my God. Now this is showing up, the stranger. A new friend, a mutual aid encounter by chance, passerby. And as I get to this, seek the truth. The blacksmith. And look at that. The avenger. Memories of hatred, plotting. Right here with the animal spirit. Now, this is like dark and this is light. With the master. With the feather on. Somebody might be walking away from something. Of being a devil's advocate. A career. The army. This is going to be so crazy out here, y'all. And by any means, I do not condone what these people is out here doing, because in no way is that a peaceful protest. They're out here tearing up the freaking country. It's like a hostile takeover. I just want you to just think about, somebody coming into your house unwanted and demanding. It's just like, a lot of times we've seen this happen in regards to Airbnbs, when you rent people out and then, they just want to take over. They don't want to leave. There's a right way to do things and a wrong way to do things. Woo, I don't know. All right, let me see. Let me pull a little bit more. I don't know. I just see a lot. And we got Chiron here. But heal. I was looking at this channel because he take you right there on the scene. You have different channels that kind of show you certain images, but he take you right there out there on the scene. I'm gonna show it to y'all. And I'm talking about these people was actually tearing up a bridge, taking the rocks off the bridge. I'm talking about boulders and throwing them at the police. Tearing up the cars, burning the police cars. Can you imagine that? And then you have to work in that environment. You putting your life on the line like that right there? That was crazy, y'all. Novacity. And he'll take you right out there in it, in the scene. Now I don't know exactly how he do it, like if he got somebody out there, because it do seem like he be communicating with somebody, and he can take you through different angles of the city, the landscape. But that's crazy. They out there setting buildings on fire and stuff like that right there. And it make it so bad they still gonna have to go home. And then just think about it. Who rewards bad behavior? You think that's gonna make you able to stay doing all that right there? And you out there marching around with these flags. Like, in the world is people's mind at? And look at this. The earth, the roots, the fire. Mars. Aries. 17 is here with the star. And I said something about a new season. Seeking the truth. Right here on the career. The mature man, seductive allure, leadership. And authority is at the bottom of the deck. Now, I'm not sure what spirit we can see that it's really going towards what's going on right now. Let me see. North Node, the future, and Mercury is healing. Now, what was it that the girl said? In regards to the horoscope, Cancer. I think Cancer is in Jupiter. Let me see something. Because I noticed that 12:20 on the clock. 22. Let me see something. Cancer. I think it was in Jupiter. I think it was it. Is it Jupiter? Let me see. 2025. Yo, this is out. Woo! Let me see. Let me see. When does it happen? And it's not telling me. Oh, the 9th. Yeah, that's the day. You know, Cancer is isn't it ruled by the moon? Oh my God. Yeah. And then they have the I think today about in the afternoon. Sometimes they're gonna have a school walkout, and I just want you to think about yourself when you was in, your younger years. I'm talking about the energy. This is why they sent 18 years over there, 18 years to war. You just think about that energy. Not a lot of thought. They'll jump, they'll pounce, they'll do stuff. I'm just thinking about myself when I was younger. Child, please. Oh my God. Y'all ain't want to see that side of your girl. But let me see. Let me see what that's going on. Let me see. I'm trying to think what cards I can pull from. I really need some really good oracle. I was looking for some cards. Well, let me see. I think I'm going to pull from these. Oh. Let me see. I think I want to pull from the animal, because we got the animal spirit out here. Let's see what it'll tell us. Where did I put them at? I got that. Maybe I put them in the wrong box. Let me see. Is this it? No, that's the... Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. We're going to pull from those two, though. Let's see if we can get a little bit of good news. Let's see, the crocodile. That was kind of quick the way it came out there. And the cobra. Now we know that the cobra represents wisdom, even Egyptian energy, because that's what they used to wear on their head to present knowledge, level, expertise, rank. It's on a mature man, but seek the truth, the careerist, and we got the oyster. And at the bottom of the deck is the peacock. And the peacock keeps showing up, so I want to really pull from these cards. Now I think I'm going to pull from this deck. I think I'm going to pull from both of them, matter of fact. The rooms. I think I'm going to do that. Alright. That was quick. Alright. Let me get these last three decks. One more, and then we're gonna pick it apart. That was too many. Hold on. Woo! Yeah. And it's like that's giving me the same energy. This one and this one. Hold on. You know, this is just the beginning. Because these people that's talking about they're going to do this in every city. You think the government is just going to let them go out there and just tear up everything? And then they make it so bad they're illegal and the taxpayer has to pay for this stuff? Oh my God, y'all, this is crazy. Ooh. This is crazy. And look, it's like the Avenger. Like their little heart is just caged. And look at that. This is this. This is this. This is that. What's going on? This word is worth 1,000 1,000 words. They all out there masked up just like that right there. And I'm not laughing at anybody that's going through this, but I'm just saying, oh my God, look at that. That's crazy, right? It just made me think about them throwing all those you know, those little scooters that you get on that you ride. It's like a little motor thing. It just made me think about they was throwing those all over the bridges and stuff like that on the police car. Let me get this last two cards, then we're going to pick it apart. Yeah, look at that. The man in the mirror. Okay, we got three, so we're going to put it back. Now let's pay attention to it. Now we see the tent, the hill again, the home. Yeah. Wow. It's just like, you know, it just gives me the sense of people, you know, hiding. Doesn't it? Like in a tent in the woods. But somebody's coming. Shit, wow. Let me just see. Now I like that this is at the bottom of the deck, balance. In some sense. And look at that. Now this card, I remember it coming out the last time. It's just like, chill out. Wow. I see a lot of people hiding in the hills and stuff like that right there. Yeah. Abandoning cars and stuff like that right there. You see? But let me see. I see it. Ooh. This is about to get real crazy. Crazy. Yeah, the crocodile is coming. But this crocodile kind of, let me see. Let me read it out. Let me see if I can figure out what's going on. Let me think what the book looked like, Shelley. Think, think, think. Think, 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 think. Let me see. It's black. And it's not that one. I believe it's black. Hold on, let me pause you for a minute until I figure out what this freaking book look like. You know, Spirit is really, really. I'm talking about as soon as I opened the book and it just came right to the crocodile, wanting me to start in order. Now it says the dragon sees everything. Now it's so crazy. I was looking for dragon cards on Temu. Its essence, you know, because a lot of times I like to look for cards that have a lot of imagery in it so I can really pick through it and see what's going on. But it says the dragon sees everything. Its essence has been with us since before our first breath, and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When the dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. It is almost as if we are traveling with a great friend inside ourselves. When we look into the mirror, because we see the person over here looking into the mirror. Now this can also represent the home, the body, the house, you know, external worlds as well. Wow, wait a minute. Ugh. Now let me just compose myself so I can get the words out off my tongue. Because they look like, you know, let me see. When we look into the mirror, deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. This is the power of the dragon, breathing transformation fire into every cell of our body. It almost, even though we're in the year of the snake, it gives me the feeling that we actually in the year of the dragon, because all that daggone fire that's going around. I don't know, y'all. We gotta think about the, you know, the tempering of the calendar and stuff like that right there. Look at all the fire. Look at all the fire. Now it says, witnessing this omnipotent energy, even for a brief moment, helps us surrender and let go. We let the dragon guide us. We hop onto its back for a ride. It's really giving me hot Harry Potter energy. And you know, Spirit even put on my mind that these dinosaurs that they claimed that was, you know, back in the day, I believe they was dragons. They just didn't attach the wings to it. Now it says, as we traverse even the most difficult terrain, the dragon's eye sees beauty everywhere. It is said that if the yogi does not see beauty in the world, their light is dim, third eye is dim. I think that Agni, if I'm pronouncing that right. Agni is described as the inner fire or the sacred intelligence. May even just the mention of the dragon stir the embers of intelligence within us. And we've seen the heart at the bottom of the other deck. Yeah. And the third eye is here with the blacksmith. You know, the blacksmith is the alchemist. The fire is churning. Wow. Will heal. Now I want to read out what this card is talking about, because it is really giving me. Look at it, he got the freaking dragon in his fucking hand. The snake, the cobra. Let me see. Let's see. Hold on. It's gonna take me a little minute, but I'm gonna get it. Y'all. Let me see. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. We're gonna take our time, one row at a time. And you got the fire right down here with Aries, the leader, the lion. You know, he can be either one, but he is, you know, leading the lion. Leo. Let me see. Let me see what this card is. Yeah. Wait a minute. Starts with a T. Alright, now this card is Thor, the god of thunder, and the divine warrior kills the poisonous serpent, the cobra, the careerist. It's like people are waking up to themselves. I mean, it just making me think about how can you turn on your own people like that? It just, there is a sense of empathy in my heart, but I don't. It's oh, I have such mixed feelings in this regards, right? But let me just go. Let me just go. Now it says it kills the poisonous serpent, and to do so he needs all his courage. He does not fear pain of being bitten. Damn. And look at how the crocodile is coming. Wow. Now I'm gonna say it says you must take risks in order to win, and since the outcome is not clear until the end, you must accept the truth and banish fear. It's time to face your wild side. Mm. Woo. It's like it made me think about that because one of the persons, two people was out there talking to one of the soldiers, and she asked him how does it make him feel. Now it almost like he did want to cry. He said it didn't make him feel good. It's like these people know they gotta go home, right? They know they gotta go home, right? But it's just like they don't care. They is not going. They ain't going. They ain't going. They is not going. They ain't going. They ain't going. I don't know. You see how they sitting on the hill? want to jump right. I want to see what this oyster's saying. Wait a second. They ain't going home without a fight. It's this like I don't see this ending well at all, y'all. I just don't see it ending well. I don't see it ending well. I see a show enough blood there. Oh my God. Let me see. The cobra represents a teacher or a spiritual guardian. The cobra hovers and watches ever. I read it because I came right to it. Now, ever protecting, ever loving. The essence of the cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher and manifests externally in those special guides who led us along our path. What would it feel like to be a student again? What are you ready to learn? Remember the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Now, yeah, I do get some lessons in this. And sometimes we do have to return to our roots. You know, I was just thinking about so many people, even though America is the melting pot, it's like order, balance needs to be restored. And you got so many people of different origins, countries, trying to come over here and be a leader in of American territory. This is not even your country. I'm talking about Elon Musk. I'm talking about Kamala Harris. You are Indian. You need to go over there and get your country right. Your system, your belief is not the same. This is crazy. This is just crazy. You got people over here in Africa talking about American people. That is not our home. This is our home. That's why right now in law is, and when they start to discuss black people, they don't put the African on it no more. Black Americans. This is gonna be crazy. Oh my God. It just done got out of control. Now the oyster says the focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. The only problem is oyster types often take their inner gifts for granted. They become shy or doubtful, and they can lead to withdrawing or protecting their deepest desires and life's work. When the oyster card appears, it's important to reveal your inner treasures. What is it you've been hesitant to share? The world is waiting to see. Yeah. Right here on this, like sitting on the sidelines. Deceit and illusions. Memory. plotting, hatred. It's like they almost, it's like, just think about it. Now they saying they're running from oppression and all this, but why you ain't using all that energy over there with those people? Does that make any sense to y'all? Or is they caught up in the illusion of the American dream? You know what I'm saying? You chose to come over here. This is a choice at this point. Nobody's making you stay here under these conditions. This is crazy. This is crazy. Why do you don't use all that energy over there where you from? I don't get it. I just don't get it. All that energy. It don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense. That's crazy. That's Porpheus. Yeah. Damn. I feel like is a couple of more, the Marines might be called then. Shipping these people out. I just see a lot going on with this right here. Now the bank is here. Of course, it does represent energy, money. Wow. So many things came to my mind with that. Look at the court. Legal proceedings. Wow. It has really given me a collapse. Now, of course, I think this is, wow. A lot of loss. A lot of loss. Let me see. A lot of loss. I want to see. Opposition. Tension and power struggle. man. Balance will be restored. Now look at that bottle. Fire. Oh my God. And the third house. And this is a rational mind, early childhood court. Yeah. Aries at the bottom of the deck. What's this talking about? It's right here. There's a lot of people about to go to jail. There's a lot of people about to. Ooh, the child. Listen. Oh my God. This is not going to end well, y'all. It's not. Yeah. The star. There's the dragon. Slay them all. Voyage. You already have all the answers you need. And look at her. Just look at her face. What she look like? Right there with the ship over there. There's the tower. Unplug and start a revolution with the protests. Let me see what that card is talking about. Wow. Oh, man. I'm just looking at the people. I don't know how this gonna end, y'all. This is creeping me out. Wait a minute. All right, let me see. Let me see what this card is talking about. The noble sheep. Okay, let me see. Blood ties. And this is what this card is talking about. And it says, however problematic or uncontrollable are still important to implicate us for all our lives. It is essential to recognize their value and realize that we are the result of our past, and we must start from our roots to develop our heritage that is rich and plentiful. I told you. You can't make it up. I just said that these people got to go back to their roots, to their home. Their fight is not over here in America. You know, there is no American dream. It's like you so caught up in the hype. It's like everybody want to congregate right here. What about the rest of the world? What about the rest of the world? What about the rest of the world? Now it's just like yeah, this is why the mirror is here. Like this is bankrupt. And it's like, a lot of people come to America to build up their resources, to send it over there to their land. But what about the American people, y'all? Y'all got to think about these things. It's just not black and white. You want to have empathy for people. You want to allow people in, but it's just done got a little bit out of control. I remember going into Ross, just looking around in there for some summer dresses. And over the intercom, the lady began to speak in Spanish. And when she was finished speaking whatever she said in Spanish, she put down the intercom. I'm like, what about the rest of us? Yeah, maybe she was talking to an in particular person or something like that right there. But, this the audacity. The audacity. And I'm sure the American people was probably wondering what was said. But it's this, I don't know. But there's the tower telling the people to unplug. And they came out together. Yeah. So it's time to go home. And I mean that in the best way possible. They're gonna secrets. And peace. And protect. And create. Wow. Wow. Look at Turtle Island. That's America. Look at the turtle. Wow. And I'm just thinking about these people out here, and you know that a lot of them have children. Wow. I just don't understand all this energy for America when you can do the same thing over there where you live. It just don't make no sense to me. And they want to tear up the freaking country. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Let me see. Liberation. Nine of Pentacles. Judgment. Right here on this adjudication. Now look at that. Judge Judy and the capitalist. Trade. Money. There's a lot of money down here showing up. Leadership. Aries energy. Right next to judgment. Dang. Woo! That's the fire. That's the fire. Right here with Aries. That's crazy. $44. The Three of Cups. Now you know that's Buddha, but you see people in their feelings, the illusion. You know that cup in his hand represents the root chakra energy. Right here with seek the truth. You already got the answers that you need. Cancer, you know. This is a lot of background. This is the man looking at the man in the mirror. Yeah, but the Cobra, the wisdom, the careerist. You know, the red and the blue, the shadow. They about to write some checks that they behind can't cash. 44, North Node energy. You already got the answers that you need right here with the cups right here. That's star. Now look at that. 2 new beginnings. Unplug. Protect yourself, your energy. You know? Now this is under them blood ties. You know? Well, you know, you got a couple of contradictory. Yeah. Oh, wow. Woo. The star is calling in support. I want y'all to just really just think about history in general. The invasion, you know, the some people can get so comfortable in their privileged trauma that they negate the bigger picture here of what's really, really going on in our society. The outcast, the little person. The bait and the switch. They only think about the self and not what is known to all groups. Now you went from the 9 to the 8 of Pentacles. That is 17 though. Under heel. Secrets. Yeah, the stars. A lot of knowledge. And the 10 of Wands. Under judgment. Stress. Hard work paying off, a new beginning. Six of Wands. Under the Emperor, the Careerist. Wow. 16, the Tower. The Flyer. Now the ancestors is definitely here. And I know it may not seem like it, but you know, all this stuff, it gotta come to pass. But at the end of the day, after it's all said and done, they still going home. Willingly or unwillingly. Balance will be restored. And yeah, there's a lot of people in their feelings. But you gotta go back. You gotta go back. Yeah, like they're gonna get their mind right. Oh, this is, you know, this is under mature man. This is the truth. You know, right there under all you have all the answers. And look at that. On the other side. Boy, this is loaded. And there you go. Right there. Look at that. We're unplugged. Damn, it fell out in reverse. It's more reverse. And look, on the 10. Blood ties, those separations. There's the death card at the bottom of the deck. I'm telling you, boy. Look at that. Boy. Whew. Man, oh man. Man, oh man, oh man. This is not going to end well, y'all. This is not going to end well. Let me see. Let's pull for some more cards. I hope I'm making sense, because I don't know. I'm just trying to say it in a way where, you know, I mean, I get it. I feel you. And everything like that right there, but yeah. Impossible things, working through disbeliefs, imaginative leaps, and fresh perspective. Right down the star, adjudication. Yeah. And then you got the right way, right here, learning to create your desires. Yeah. Somebody about to get the memo. We're seeking the truth. You know? I don't know how it is. And look at that. Find the lesson. Discover the purpose in the situation. Trust that you are learning. Right? If anything, they can learn from the black experience. All those protests that we did back in the day to integrate was a downfall. It's about being independent. It's about preserving what's yours, your roots, your own heritage, not taking over nobody else's. That's like a hostile takeover out there with Mexican flag on American land. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Yeah, but something is about to definitely be over. But the number 25, 29, look at that. Yeah, victim consciousness. Right up, right there under adjudication. And you can't make it up. Then I say the 14th. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Family and tribe. And soulmates. Entrapment at the bottom of the deck. And patience, I picked up on that. Right up under the blood ties. Telling you to unplug. This is about to be a cut. I'm just steady pulling. Wake up call. Wake up call. Somebody about to have a wake up call. What the white horse stand for? Let me see. That's one of the horsemen. I see 119 on the clock. What the white horse is again, y'all? This is not gonna get. This is about to get bad. Courage, strength, purity, as well as a sign of hope in regards to any difficulties. power play. The mirror of reality right there. We seen it. We see the all-seeing eye. Reflections bring clarity. You know? Yeah. In regards to, the government is, everybody about to have a damn wake-up call. Everybody. I don't know how this thing gonna end, y'all. And look at the dragon. Coming out. But let me do it one more time. Spirit said, chillax, relax, pull back your energy. You think these people gonna be out here throwing bricks at the police and they ain't gonna do nothing? Keep burning down the city? They out there chipping off the side of the road, the infrastructure, tearing bricks apart. A moment of silence, temptation, and awakening. And what's this one? Yeah. I just seen 1:22 on the clock. And you could actually time stamp where I'm talking at and look at the time on it. Whoa. Whoa. Look at solo journey and reflections. And look at the skeleton. Dig deeper to discover the hidden self. It says the mirror shows not the whole but the fraction of the true self lies beneath the surface. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Because I'll be here all day. Well, let me do one more. I might as well just go ahead. Close it out with these 3 signs at a time. Endings with the skull. And we got healing with 13 and 44. Look. It's so crazy that it's just lined up the way it's supposed to look. The ending with the hill, the power, and the war, the skull. 29, 13, and 44. You can't make it up. And I hope this made sense. Everybody needs to go to the origins and fight with the right people. How you gonna tell about you fighting oppression and you over here cutting up? That don't make no sense, y'all. It just don't make no sense. Over here looking for the illusion of the American dream that don't exist. I don't even understand how you don't even get that yet. But anyway,